great evening, and welcome back to Flutterflies TV. I'm so excited tonight to have another amazing show. We have some beautiful guests this evening. We are going to be joined briefly by Amanda Sweeney. She is our 2022 Rising Star. She leads an organization called Eileen's Bodega, and she's going to be sharing a little bit about all the great things this organization is doing for our community. Then on the second half, we're going to be joined by Ana Figueroa. Everybody knows our community leader, a past honoree of Flutterflies. So she's going to be joining us. And she's also one of our co-authors. She's a new author. She's going to be part of our new book that we're going to be launching in May, El Proceso de Oruga a Mariposa, the process from caterpillar to butterfly. So she's going to be joining us, as well as Jennifer Bonilla. Is going to be her first time on Flutterfly, so she's going to be connecting shortly as well. And she's also part of our book launch. And again, that book will be available in May. So I'm very excited. I hope everyone spent some time, a few minutes, even if it was just a few minutes outdoors today. It was a beautiful, beautiful day. It felt like spring. It was absolutely gorgeous. However, tomorrow, I didn't check the weather, but I'm being told it's going to be like half of what it was today. So I think tomorrow we're going to go back to our jackets and our coats, but it's going to be exciting. So what I want everyone to do, please, before we officially start, is say hello, put something in the comments. Let me know you're there. Let me know what you're grateful for. And please be sure to tag a friend, have them connect, because we're going to have a very interactive, interesting, fun, exciting segment. So for those that don't know me, my name is Alexandra Velez. I am the president and founder of Flutterflies, and I am getting ready. Let me tell you, I've been very busy. I'm about to pull my hair out because I am getting ready for an amazing event. This event, for those that put events together, whether it's a gala, birthday parties, whatever type of celebration, it doesn't matter how big or small an event is, it always takes a lot of time to put together. This is a little stressful. However, I enjoy every single bit of this. Okay. I love putting this event together. I'm looking forward to March 27th, where we're going to celebrate our Women's Empowerment Luncheon. We do this every single year, and we hope that you will be joining us this year. This year, we're going to be celebrating at the Radisson in Hauppauge. Please visit our website, which is flutterfliesmovement.com, so you can get all the information regarding the event. You can purchase your ticket, and I'm going to request that please purchase your tickets nice and early so I can make sure that you sit down, you sit at the table that you want to sit. You sit with your friends and your loved one, especially if you're coming out to celebrate with one of our honorees. So speaking about honorees, I think it's time for us to bring in our 2022 Rising Star. Please welcome Amanda Sweeney. Hi, Amanda.
Hi, Alex. Thank you for
How
having
are
me.
you? How are you this evening? What's going on? What's new? What's exciting?
I am teaching. I'm running a community fridge. I'm wearing many different hats. So I have like a lot of exciting yet stressful, but rewarding things going on. And
so we're on the same page, right? It's stressful, but when you do something good, it is so refreshing and it gives you that energy to keep on going. So let's start there, Amanda. What is Eileen's Bodega?
it's a weekly, I don't want to call it an event because, we're there providing fresh produce, milk, eggs, dry goods to the community at the Consulate of El Salvador. We have a fridge that is beautifully painted, and that's what we do.
Awesome. So how did this community fridge get started? What did you see a need, or did it start? Is there something else behind it?
Um, since the pandemic started, food insecurities have been exacerbated. And I was volunteering in the Bronx, and my friend made a suggestion that I work it within my own community. So we canvassed, my team and I, for almost 8 months. until the Consulate of El Salvador said, yeah, no problem. Like, when do you want to start? Can you come tomorrow? So that's how it all like happened.
That's beautiful. So where do you get the name Eileen from?
Eileen's my grandmother who passed away. We didn't really have a name for our organization, but Henry Salgado from the consulate, he was asking me like, what's the name of your organization? So my partner suggested that we named it after my grandmother. So that's how we got the name.
Awesome. That is very exciting. So you're at the consulate. Is it I just want to make sure, is it every Saturday? Can anyone come out? Do they need to make an appointment? How does that work?
It's usually every Saturday, and if we don't have it on Saturdays, we will still make an attempt to do it, during the week, because the community relies on us. Anyone is welcome to come. Anyone's welcome to donate food or take food. It's, leave what you can and take what you need type of basis. And literally it's open to anyone. It's not, it's not RSVP. And we just try to make sure we have enough food for everyone. We have about, I want to say maybe 40 people each week come and use the fridge. Maybe sometimes like a little bit more. Our list of people that use it has been growing.
Okay, so do you see a huge difference since you started day one to what you're seeing now? Do you feel the need is getting bigger in our community? There's a bigger need for, these types of resources?
I feel that people are spreading the word. So like the people that use our services, they tell their friends, their loved ones, and so they come and they bring someone or they inform someone like, hey, at the Consulate of El Salvador, there's, a free fridge for everyone. So that's, I think, how it's going.
Beautiful, beautiful. So we're going to continue that conversation because we have two other guests. We have Ana Figueroa and Jennifer Bonilla. They're going to be joining us momentarily, but we definitely want to get into that conversation. I would love to let me bring in Ana Figueroa because she is one of our community leaders. And I think she can definitely, give us some guidance on how we can definitely help you with this, because I know you can't do this on your own. You have a beautiful team. And let me tell you, when I say a beautiful team, they are beautiful inside and out. You can tell they're doing this out of the kindness of their heart. But I know how difficult it is when you're trying to do good in the community. It's always nice for the community to get involved. Regardless of your situation, we can do something. Whether it's one can of food, whether it's a bag of food, whether it's donating $1, donating $100, whatever it is, we can all do our part. So I'm going to bring in our beautiful Ana Figueroa to the screen, and there she comes. Hola, Ana. How are you?
Hola, bien. How are you? Hi, Amanda. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ana. Hello.
So Ana is actually one of our past honorees, 2019 Distinguished Community Leader, always also part of the family Long Island Head Start. So Ana, if you don't mind just telling us a little bit about who is Ana Figueroa.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ana Figueroa. I work for Long Island Head Start, and actually I just made 16 years with the agency.
Wow.
So that is an achievement in itself. And I actually have to say I love what I do. Yes, it is a lot of work, as you guys were mentioning before, running and all, but it's something that you do with passion. It's something that you do because there's meaning behind it. So I love, again, and I have to say it, I love what I do. I love how we're able to network to help the communities that we're serving throughout Suffolk County. So that's Ana Figueroa in a nutshell, besides being a mom, a daughter, a wife, and everything else that comes along. Whichever hat you give me, then I'll take one off and then put the other one on.
Absolutely. Listen, we know how it goes. Definitely. So Ana, I know you were here, you were backstage. We're here with Amanda Sweeney. She's can I say the founder of Eileen's Bodega? Is that safe to say, Amanda?
Yes, I'm the founder of Eileen's Bodega.
So we all know, she puts out this community fridge. People come, they they get whatever they need, no questions asked. You don't need to make an appointment. But I know, you have people in the community, they go out and donate. However, it's a big task when you're trying to definitely, serve a community, right? So, Amanda, how can the community get involved?
Mhm.
So we're out there every Saturday, and if you want to pick up like a carton of eggs and come meet us at 9:30 in the morning and put it in the fridge, that would be so helpful. My team and I, like, we run everything. So Friday evenings or Thursday evenings, we're going grocery shopping, and then we deliver it to the consulate. So, even just like stopping by with like eggs and milk and some oranges, like, it helps, and it definitely makes a difference, because the food runs out very fast. If you are not in a position where you can do that, you can also like or share our stuff. We're very active on Instagram,
Yeah.
and that's usually how we get like the most donations. That's where our GoFundMe, you can find our GoFundMe, our Venmo, our Cash App. If you're not interested in, going grocery shopping and stopping by, you can always like Venmo us money.
That's great. And I know it's hard to ask for money because I've been doing this for quite some time, and still sometimes like, oh my God, I gotta call this person that I haven't spoken to in months and ask for money. But when they know the money is going towards something good, something definitely serving the community, girl, just ask for it. The worst thing they could tell you is no, or you know what? I can't do let me throw a big number so we can throw big numbers at Amanda. Can't give you the $1,000, but I can give you 500 this time around, and then the relationship starts building. So Amanda, I'm going to sit with you and I'm going to tell you, we're going to start saying, where is the money? That's what we're going to do, right, Amanda? So definitely ask, and like Amanda said, if you can't give a monetary donation, if you can't go grocery shopping, because your situation, may be kind of tough during this time as well. Please share that, that she needs a donation, that she needs monetary donations, that if somebody in your environment, someone in your group can donate that carton of eggs, pick up 2 gallons of milk. Maybe, they went, sometimes when I go, I don't eat that much fruit, but then when I buy like a bag of this, a bag of that. Maybe I'm only gonna have 2. Give the rest instead of it rotting and you have to toss it. Think about giving it over to Eileen's Bodega. So Anna, what's your input? How do you think the community can get more involved?
I actually love the idea because I was hearing backstage, and I love that it also has a connection to your grandmother. Alex knows me that I love to connect the why to the purpose of why we do what we do. And of course, to me, grandmothers are dear. So I definitely say sharing the information, getting out there. Just give, like you said, it could be a carton of eggs. It's not that you're asking for much. I'm over here saying, no, you need at least 12. This is me thinking, I'm sorry. But again, I know for a fact that the needs in the communities that we're serving, especially when it comes to these food items. I'm looking at the prices, and I know Alex and I were having a conversation not too long ago about whatever I used to purchase with $100, that's no longer there.
Wow.
So our families, and I have to say, a lot of them are still without a work or are now working part-time. So I'm sure you're seeing this every time you're out there. I would say connecting with us, connecting with agencies, because sometimes we have connections that will get in contact with us because they have donations. And now I know how I will be able to reroute those donations and say, okay, let me call Amanda and say, okay, Amanda, I have this much. I'm dropping by you with a carload of, I don't know, oranges at this point or eggs, because we've done it. I remember, and I have to say, Alex being one of those person, during the pandemic, my house basically became a food pantry. And I had a team of some of the employees that would come here and would make bags. And we were traveling from Amityville to Bridgehampton out in Southampton, but it felt good. And that's why I'm asking all the questions. So I hope that we could totally connect, so that when any information that we can get and any support that we could provide to you could definitely do it, because the same way we also empower parents to do better, we also encourage them to pay it forward. So that's part of the things that we do. And Alex have met a couple of our ladies that are now today basically paying it forward. So I would love to connect with you and more and see how we can now help as well. It's our community. So why
Absolutely.
not?
Absolutely. I love that. So, Amanda, if somebody wants to donate, how do they contact you? What's the best way to connect with you in order for them to, to get that information, to see, where they can drop off the food, at what time they can drop it off, or what is that Venmo link so they can send you those donations?
So everything is Eileen's Free Bodega on Facebook, Instagram, Cash App, Venmo, and that's how you can connect to us. There's always someone available to chat. Sometimes we have people reaching out saying, hey, like, I don't have a car. Is it possible you can drop off food to us? And we do that too. So, even if you can't donate, but you can still spread the word that we're there. And so, what's most shocking to me is the kindness from strangers and how generous strangers can be. And every week I'm always blown away by kindness, because, we wouldn't be able to operate without people just showing love to others. And what we do is how I want to revision or reimagine our communities, because there's a lot of there's a lot of bad stuff, but there can also be good stuff as well. And
Absolutely.
I know, Anna, you're the head of Long Island Head Start, and I know that oh, you're not?
I'm just one of the people that work there under somebody that actually pushes us as much as we're pushing you now.
Okay.
So yes,
She's definitely a face of Long Island Head Start.
Okay.
Anna is very modest, but she's definitely one of those key players out on Long Island Head Start.
Well, I know you see a lot of food insecurities within little children, and I know sometimes more often than we realize that, children, when they go to school or Head Start, that's their only meal that they're consuming. My grandmother was a volunteer at Long Island Head Start, I believe, in Patchogue before she passed away. And she would always encourage us to donate whatever we could to the kids, because, no child should be hungry. And so thank you, Anna, and thank you, Alex.
So my question, what is there an item that you're looking, or that our communities are looking for more than others, so that is more in need, that you would say?
Always fresh produce, eggs, milk, rice, oil, maseca, the corn, it's not flour, it's corn flour, to make tortillas or pupusas. That always goes the fastest, and it's what the community is familiar with. So we try to put culture appropriate food in the fridge as well, because we want to honor and protect and show dignity to the people that use the fridge.
Awesome.
Love it. Thank you.
Awesome. So we're going to be bringing in Jennifer Bonilla up in about 2 minutes. She is waiting patiently backstage, but we're going to bring her in. So Amanda, before we say our goodbyes for now, right? Let me just share once again, we will be celebrating our Women's Empowerment Luncheon on March 27th at the Radisson. Like I mentioned earlier, Amanda is our rising star, our 2022 rising star. You heard her story. You heard about her organization. Now you understand why she's our rising star. So what I'm going to ask is everyone, please come out March 27th. Help us celebrate with Amanda. Congratulate her. You'll meet her in person. You guys connect, and we're going to do wonders, okay? Also, March 10th, there's also a meet and greet where you can meet our honorees as well. So we hope to see you there. So Amanda, before we let you go, what does this recognition mean to you, being named our 2022 Rising Star?
I was very shocked because I wasn't expecting it. It's like that wasn't, my goal when I started this. I never thought like, anyone would or any other organization would take notice of it. So I was definitely shocked. I'm definitely excited. I'm nervous. I can't even lie. I'm very, very nervous. Like thinking about it makes me a little like nervous, but I'm ultimately very, very happy and honored.
Awesome, awesome. But so I told Amanda, I don't know if Amanda recalls when I gave her the news, I told her this is the beginning of the recognition she's gonna be receiving. And let me tell you, there's a lot of ladies that has been their first time with Flutterflies, and after that, they've taken off.
I have to say she's not lying, Amanda. Here I am. I don't know how many 2 years later, and yeah, we're still going.
Yeah.
So absolutely, welcome to the club, basically.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome, Amanda. So, Amanda, just to wrap it up, is there a phone number or anything or an email that you would like to share?
My partner keeps writing Eileen's Free Bodega in the chat. So it's our email is eileen'sfreebodega@gmail.com. Yes, or you can reach out to Alex. Alex can connect us if anyone wants to reach out.
Absolutely,
directly.
absolutely. And please feel free to put in the chat any other information that you would like to share. If there's a phone number, website, whatever it is, put it in the chats. And please, what I'm going to ask our viewers is to please hit that share button, invite your friends to please tune in, because they can catch the replay definitely, but we're going to continue the conversation with Ana Figueroa, and we're going to be bringing in Jennifer Bonilla as well. So, Amanda, I thank you. Congratulations. And I look forward to celebrating with you very soon.
Thank you so much, Alex. And nice meeting you, Anna.
Nice meeting you.
Take care, Amanda.
Soon.
Take care.
That was Amanda Sweeney. She is a sweetheart. She's doing wonders in our community. And I'm going to say it once again. This is going to be the first of many recognitions that Amanda and her organization will be receiving. So mark my words, okay? Put that. I had told her when we spoke, I said, write down the date and the time when I'm telling you, and I'm going to say it again, at 8:26 p.m. on February 23rd. I'm saying it again. So this Saturday, before I forget, this Saturday, we have our first Flutterflies Community Leadership Breakfast. It is a free event. We're asking community leaders, business owners to come out. Or if you are just a person that really wants to start getting involved in the community, come out. We're going to be at Adelante of Suffolk County, out at 10 3rd Avenue in Brentwood from 10 to 12 p.m. We're going to have something to eat, and we're going to have a lot of conversations, an opportunity to network. That is free. All I need you to do is visit Flutterflies on Facebook. Get the link and just click yes, the RSVP that you will be there, so I can make sure I have a cup of coffee for you. So, Anna, what do you think? Should we bring Jennifer Bonilla in on?
Absolutely.
I think it's time. I think she's been waiting patiently. Please welcome Jennifer Bonilla.
Oh my gosh.
Hola.
Oh, hello. Oh my God, my background.
It's perfect.
How are you, Jennifer?
I'm excited and happy. Thank you for asking. How are you?
I'm doing well. I share, trying to get ready. We have a lot of exciting things happening with Flutterflies in this upcoming month. As you know, we have our book launch, which I have 2 authors right here. We're having our book launch in May, so that's exciting. We're going to talk a little bit about that. We have our breakfast this Saturday, March 10th. We have our meet and greet, and then our big luncheon on March 27th. But before we talk about all that great thing, all those great things happening, Jennifer, tell us, who is Jennifer Bonilla?
Yeah. Listen, Alexandra, I want the community to know me as Jennifer Martinez.
Mira,
And there
after I said it, I was like, ella me dijo, Jennifer Martinez.
And there is a story behind that you should read the book, because I will mention that in the book.
I love it. I love it.
Okay, Jennifer Martinez is is a dreamer. Not an immigration dreamer, but a dreamer. I have vision, and I write for a local newspaper called Noticia. I also advocate. I'm an advocate housing for Círculo de la Hispanidad. I help women under domestic violence, and I also co-host on Sundays for Mujeres y Algo Más. So that's who I am.
Well, you do a lot. You definitely do a lot, and I saw that you wrote an article about the Flutterflies vision board. Thank you so much. A lot of
Always
pictures, a
welcome.
lot of information. So thank you for doing that. I and let me ask you, ladies, did you ladies finish your vision board?
I did. I have to share it because Jennifer,
Jennifer, te
tú
voy a
tienes que
quitar
poner la
puntos.
madrina somewhere in there. So come on, right?
I have been so busy, but I always every this is gonna be my third year having a vision board. I believe in it.
Yes.
Last year I manifest two of my pictures on there. So I have to finish it though. Because
Yes.
I truly believe on the vision board.
Absolutely. You manifest, you work on those goals, and they will come reality. You know, as long as you work on it and you keep, don't let it go, right? And we did the vision board with the children from Wings of Empowerment. We finished it last week, and some of them were a little hesitant with finishing and stuff like that. And I told them, this vision board is for you, whether you finish it or not. Who's gonna benefit from it is you. So Jennifer, I want to see that vision board, and I know you will do it. I know you
I
will.
will send you a picture. I promise you, Alexandra.
Mira, okay. Now I'm gonna be like, where's the picture? So let's talk a little bit. I'm excited. I've been reading. I've had the honor. I want to say honor, even though it's like I've been reading story after story after story with the ladies from that going to be participating in the first Flutterflies book. El proceso de oruga a mariposa, right? That process, the process between, or I like to say, the journey from caterpillar to butterfly. And let me tell you, many know my story. And when I read these other stories from the ladies, I'm like, I really had a really great life. I know I was in a toxic relationship for 16 plus years, but I'm like, some of the things these ladies have been through are like, oh my gosh. Like, and when I look at them, they wouldn't tell me, I would have no idea. So let's start talking a little bit about the book. What I would like you to share, without giving what your story is completely about, give me a little hint of what you will be writing about, what's going to be included in this book. So let's start with Jennifer.
Okay, my story is about rejection and abandonment. Is that how you say in English?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I used to be a little girl in the Dominican Republic who loved her dad, and over the sudden her dad said, listen, Jennifer, I have to immigrate. We need a better life. We can't be this poor anymore. And I have to go to the United States. And from there, of being a happy girl hanging out with her father every time, I became a very desperate desperate girl.
Yeah.
And I became, how you say that? Like, I feel like the first person who conceived me, my father, rejected me. I thought everybody was rejecting me, and after that I grew up, and the relationship, the boyfriend, the husband. when you are like that, thinking about rejection all the time and abandonment, that's what you get back. That's what you. Eso es lo que tú jalas.
Sí, that's what you attract. Yes.
That's what you attract. Thank you, madrina.
I love it. So I'm looking forward to reading your full story. Again, the Flutterflies book will be launching, God willing, in May of this year. So that's exciting. So what does it mean to you, Jennifer, to be now, when you put your resume together and your bio, to be able to say, I am a co-author of such and such book? What does that mean to you?
It is a great feeling, Alexandra. You know that on my Spanish class in DR, I used to get hundreds, and I remember even here, Spanish is my first language, and when the English teacher used to tell me, "Listen, you have to make an essay, and it's gonna be 10 pages," I was like, "Yoo-hoo-hoo!" And everybody was complaining. Oh my God, why 10 pages? I like to write, and even in DR, I used to be a good writer. And I remember that I wrote my first story when I was like 12 years old. And let me tell you something, the fact that I belong to this book, I think I manifest the law of attraction. Because if you go to my Instagram page, I wrote there that I am an initial writer. And I also wrote it on my Facebook page, my Facebook page too, initial writers. And this is the first time I'm gonna write a book. I mean, I'm gonna be co-author with other ladies. So I'm very happy that I could put that on my resume.
Beautiful.
I think this is going to be the beginning of many books that I'm going to write.
Así será. That's right.
Mhm.
That's
Yep.
right.
And I don't know, ladies, if you know Isabel Allende.
No,
This lady, she's from Chile,
Sí.
and she's a very well-known author.
Mhm.
And she started when she was 40, and I'm gonna be 40 in September.
Ay,
Yeah.
baby.
La bebé. That's true.
Awesome.
Yeah.
September
So,
what? En septiembre, es tu cumpleaños.
September 18, I'm gonna be 40. Yes.
September,
And I promised myself.
September 18.
Yes.
Mhm.
And I
El
promised
evento de
myself.
nosotros celebrando mujeres latinas.
That's what I was gonna say. Isn't it the same? That's right.
Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute. That's the thing. Yeah.
Mhm. Yep.
Qué bien.
And let me tell you something though. I didn't grow up with my father, so when that is not home, that means a lot. You go through a lot of different things in life. Even though my mother was very tough and she was una guerrera, mi mamá fue very strong. So, I promised myself. I said, listen, today I am 39. And that's what I want to tell other ladies, because sometimes you find yourself in situation that you say, why me? Why only me? But yes, I went to see a psychologist. Yes, I went through therapy, because there are things inside you, emptiness that nobody could fill it up. And I need to talk to someone and find ideas.
Mhm.
So I say, I promise myself that by the age of 40, I'm not going to be perfect, but I don't want to be practicing the same mistake, like falling on the same
Amen.
mistakes. I want to be different. I want to inspire other women.
And let me tell you, you already are,
I
because
know.
I met you. I don't know if you remember, and I'm going to tell you how we met. We met at an event, and I don't know, you probably won't remember this. I can't remember what event it was, but it was some type of gala or something. And you came up to me and you introduced yourself, and I was like, oh, I'm Alexandra. You said, yeah, from Flutterflies. That to me was like, if you gave me $1 million, that you actually knew I was Alexandra, the Flutterflies. And sometimes we don't realize that little thing can make a person's day. To me, it was like, and I remember, I can't remember who I was with, but I was with some female, and I was like, she knew I was from Flutterflies. Like, I was like, oh, una nena chiquita. So I thank you for that, because that meant a lot to me. But I met you, it was probably like 3 years ago. And I did you go to the Latinas Hat Luncheon?
Yes, I did.
That event. And then after that, I would see you once, here and there, and then your name started coming up more recently. And that's how I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna reach out to her, because I remember that 3-4 years ago, and I was like, I'm gonna reach out to her. But now that I know you, and I know you've been through your journey, right? Now that I know you, and we actually spent time at the vision board workshop, I was like, wow, she is so cool. She's definitely outgoing. te estoy siguiendo en tus páginas. And I'm like, look
Thank
at
you.
her dancing. And I know some of your journey. And I was like, look at her. She is really happy. So I congratulate you because
Uh-huh.
for some, like for me, it took forever to get out of my situation, right? And that way of thinking. So congratulations on that.
Thank you, Alexandra. Alexandra, I want to tell you something. I am not happy all the time
No,
because
nadie lo es, right?
I believe life is like a roller coaster. We go up and then we go down and then up and down, and then we reach our max. And then I try to be here. But at my age, I think I mature a little bit. And I understand that dancing, listening to music, talking to friends, meeting people, that makes me happy. So I decide to be happy, meeting people, listening to music, dancing. And sometimes people call me, oh, she's a little loquita, pero ella buena gente, but I like to do that. It makes me
dile que
happy.
no. You're not loquita. You are definitely an extroverted. That's it. Vamos a ponérselo profesional. You know?
And
That's
let me tell
it.
you something, Anna. My father said that when I was growing up in the R, back in the 80s, they said, Jennifer, when you used to listen Michael Jackson, you would go like
Wepa.
so that's something that is in me, like since I'm little.
That's who you are. That's your personality, you know? So
Yes,
why
yes,
not?
indeed.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So Jennifer, thank you again for being here with us. No te me vaya. We're going to keep on the conversation. Ana Figueroa. So now, updating your bio, co-author. What does that
That's
mean to you?
scary. That was scary. I'm going to be honest with you. When you approached me, I was like, Alexandra must be crazy. Yeah, I did. I was like, a mí, que yo voy a escribir. Like, I didn't know. I was like, really? What am I going to write about? And of course, you have all these stories. And you're like, what do I need to choose? What am I doing? Like, how do I want myself portrayed in a book? Are you kidding me? I yo dije, no, definitivamente, Alex is like out for, hire. But how do we make this happen? But I have to say thank you. I have to say thank you because the same we work with others to get them out of that little comfort zone. You're doing that with us. And I'm sure you're doing that with Jennifer. I'm sure you're doing that with all the other ladies by giving us the opportunity to really keep growing. To me, this is part of my growth. So, of course, Jennifer, dijiste, voy para 40. I'm 51. And, people be like, you're 51. Yes, I am. I'm 51 years old. And you still want to keep growing. You still, you don't want to give up. There's still so many things to reach for. And, of course, at this age, what better can I do than to be a role model for my kids? And that has always been my drive. For me, I love my mom, yes, and she's a guerrera, just like your mom, Jennifer. I love my family, but my kids, when it comes to them, I'm like, espérate, I need to stay strong. I need to be able to move forward, regardless of what I have gone through. But I can tell you that because of what we're doing now in this book is making me open my eyes to why I do what I do today and why I have the passion that I have to help others. So that have actually brought me back to that. And I'm like, oh my God. So of course, we only have but so many characters. You keep writing and writing and writing. This is part of another story now. Let's make a second volume to it. But then it makes you really get deep into this is me. This is who I am. And then write that journey and really use it. I'm using it for therapy because it shows how much you grow and the journey that you really go through in order to get to what you're at right now and to be able to keep setting those pillars that are going to make us stronger every day. That's how I'm looking at this book. So, of course, you're writing about your niña, Jennifer, and I am too, in a different way, but there is rejection. There is kind of abandonment, and we all say it different, but I want people to get to know me because of who they see me as today and not connect to the why, like, oh, this is why, this is how come Anna is the way it is. I can tell you, I've met people and they'll be like, I look at you and I get scared. Sometimes I'm like, me, yo, por a veces la careta, like the mask that you kind of wearing, just to make sure that you're moving forward because you don't want to get hurt. So I've learned to do that as well. You protect yourself, and it happens. So again, telling you, going through this book, I'm like, no sé qué estaba pensando Alexandra. I have no idea what she was thinking. I know there was some meaning to the madness, but I'm loving the madness right now because you're getting
Yes.
us there. You're pushing us to the next level. And it's actually not because of the story. It's actually because you're empowering us and opening on other venues, because I feel more secure in certain areas to be able to keep moving forward. So I have to thank you. And I'm glad, Jennifer, you're on, and the other ladies, some of the stories, because we were meeting last week, I started crying. And I was like, ay, Dios mío, here I am crying. And I'm like, but I give it to them. So I have to say, this is going to be an amazing, amazing book just for others to be able to read and not give up in life.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and to tell others, hey, you're not the only one.
Correcto. Yes, it's a powerful book full of emotions, journeys, love, and everything. Tears of happiness at the end, definitely.
Yeah. Absolutely. So we have Isela. Saludos, Isela. She is also
Hola.
part of the book.
Yep.
So we're talking a little bit about the upcoming book launch from Flutterflies, El Proceso de Oruga a Mariposa. So the journey from caterpillar to butterfly. So that's going to be launching May of 2022. And Anna, I love that you mentioned the part about this being almost like therapy.
Yeah.
So I finished my story about 2 days ago, but I have to write it in English, and then I have to translate it into Spanish, and then it's like a whole different, like starting almost all over. But that's the way I have to do it. And let me tell you, because I have to read it like 10 times before I send it off to myself, practically, right?
Mhm.
It started reminding me of things that I had put like in that back drawer, in that closet. And I started thinking, I was like, oh, wait a minute. I remember this now.
Mhm.
Or I remember how I felt when this happened.
Correcto.
And, everyone that knows me, I get very emotional when I mention my grandfather. It's something happens automatically. When I'm writing about him, it was like, oh my goodness, it was crazy. And I only speak about him very briefly because he was a very essential part of my childhood, of my upbringing. So when you say having that volume 2, oh my gosh, I feel like it's to the point where I feel like I need to write a whole book.
Mhm.
As I started writing, I was like, wait a minute, how about this?
Mhm.
And I only touched really 5% of my childhood, and then I went to one part of my adulthood, right? So all that in between, I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
So definitely, when this book is launched, it's going to serve as seeing the other struggles, the journeys that other people have passed. I shared that when I've been reading these stories, I get the privilege, right, to read everyone's story before it even goes to editing.
Mhm.
And I'm like, never in a million years would I would have thought you ladies would have gone through all these different struggles.
Mhm.
I see you now, and I'm like, Ana, Poderosa, Jennifer, Ingrid,
Yeah.
Isela, business owner, Helene, she got her new spa.
Yeah.
Maria Cuevas, my sister from another mister, always, a hustler.
Yeah.
But to read all these stories is incredible. So, I can't wait to see the finished product. I really can't.
Yeah. Alex, I totally agree. And, again, it's interesting. I was away for this past week, mom duties, and I actually sat there and read it I took the time. I was like, okay, you guys have to give me your input.
Awesome.
They changed my title, and I loved it. So I shared it with my daughters, and they was like, oh my God, what are you doing? What? And I'm like, yes, I had one on FaceTime. I was with the other one, and Amber and Ashley were like, really, Ma? So they were giving me pointers. So before they even went to you, the first one, and thank you for the feedback, I sat with them because I wanted their opinion. And they just kept kind of looking at me like, really, Ma? And I'm not really saying a lot. I'm saying, but not really.
Yeah.
type, and like you said, you share something about, you were talking about your grandfather, and I have a little piece because he was connected to that. And of course, we all have connections for what I see and things that we have gone through, and we all may have faced them different, but very similar at the same time.
Mhm.
And it's making us be who we are today. So we're using that as well, as strength. And I'm loving it because I was like, oh my God, right in here. I don't know. Let me take this away. Oh my God, I went over the characters that I need, the name, number of words. Like, what do you want to take away? But again, it makes you really relive your life and really be on the present at the moment of what you're trying to say.
Absolutely.
And then at the same time, you're giving yourself that, really? Is this how you felt? Because you're really putting yourself deep in it. And I love it though. I love it because I am using it as, if you already went through this is why you do this in these different areas of your life. And this is why you became a helicopter mom and, things like that. So you start thinking, and then you're like, wow, yeah, like, yeah, definitely. Okay, I'm okay. I'm not, and I'm human. So yes, there's feelings there, deep feelings that are gonna keep us moving forward. So I love it. And again, thank you, because I was like, yeah, book.
Awesome.
Jennifer, there was no way.
So I love it because with Flutterflies, the purpose of when Flutterflies was put together, it was to bring women together, right? And then now it's become about bringing, because tengo algunos caballeros, I have a couple of men that have complained to me que qué pasa con los hombres, que los hombres se quieren empoderar también, they want to get empowered as well. So now I'm trying to really say, Flutterflies empowers a community, because our message, even though we speak directly to the ladies, our message is really for everyone, right? So
Absolutely.
men, be a little bit more patient with me, because I'm working on some things
Yes.
on the back, backstage, let me say it like that. So, but the whole purpose was about bringing women together, right? I wanted us to get together, embrace each other, celebrate, make new friendships, new connections, whether it was like business or a little bit of business and pleasure, whatever it is. And I'm seeing that. I've always wanted, when we do any type of celebration, whether it's our luncheon, whether it's our vision board, whether it's going to be a breakfast, that when we get together, it's like you guys are coming to my home. Está en tu casa. I want everyone to feel comfortable. I want everyone. There's been times I see people coming to my events and they're alone, and they tell me, "Oh, this is my first time. I'm here alone." I make sure, if I see them, I make sure that, hold on, let me connect you with somebody. Let me present them. And they've become friendly. That person doesn't feel out of place. So I'm glad that you share that feedback, because that means I'm doing my job. And I love now with this book, I think you guys have gone out more. I know you've been participating con Blanca on her program. You're gonna, I don't know if Anna is, but you're gonna be participating in El Congreso de Mujeres. So it's definitely opening up new doors, and that's what I love. So yeah, I'm doing my job, so I'm happy. I'm definitely happy.
No, you're making us daring. Basically, we're daring to just keep moving forward. Like, okay, it's another stepping stone as to where we going from here. What am I looking for in that vision board next? That's how we're looking at it.
Awesome. So I want to share, for those that are just tuning in, thank you for being here with us. The Women's Empowerment Luncheon, and yes, gentlemen, you are invited as well. We do have men that come out to our event. It's going to take place March 27th at the Radisson out in Hauppauge. Hauppauge on one side, Brentwood on the other side, but you guys know where it is, right on Motor Parkway. We will be celebrating there again on March 27th. Please visit the Flutterflies Movement page, which is flutterfliesmovement.com. Purchase your tickets nice and early. Come out and celebrate with us. But this Saturday, we're going to have a community leadership breakfast. I hope to see you ladies there. I invited the community to come out. Just simply, go to our Facebook page, the event, go under to the event, community leadership breakfast, RSVP that you will be there. And we're going to have a really great time. It's a great opportunity to meet people making a difference in the community, or if you're someone that wants to start getting involved, this is the perfect opportunity for you to come out, meet us, Let's get to know each other and let's start doing wonderful things for our community. So, Anna, you were a past honoree back in 2019, Distinguished Community Leader. So, what is your feedback when it comes to a Flutterflies event?
First, I'm going to say when I heard that I got the phone call, I was like, what? Again, like me? Why? I guess because we do what we do just because we love what we do, not because we're looking for the recognition. But I take it, with open arms and with my heart in my hand because it means something to us. It's kind of like you said, it's somebody recognizing someone else for what they do, for them putting in the time to care for others, because that's how I'm also looking at it. So when I heard the title, I was like, ay Dios mío, here we go. This is putting a lot of pressure because now you're like, wait, hold on, now I have to live up to this, this recognition that Alexandra is putting out there in front of everybody. Guess what? The last thing I could tell you was that I like public speaking. I never did. And mira dónde estamos hoy. Look what we're doing today. And I'm like, okay, let's go for it. Salga como salga. It'll be okay. But it was an honor. And I remember that day we had planned to go to a conference. So I left from there and I changed. And here I am off to the airport to go to Washington because we had a conference. But I went to that conference feeling so open. So like, okay, here comes. I'm ready for the world, seeing so many people there, like cheering you on and cheering the other ladies on. And I was listening to the stories and seeing your family and friends and those who are now supporting you was like, ay Dios mío, like, oh my God, if it's like you don't fit in your clothes, even your own body is like, espérate, I'm going to become Hulk in a minute, because you don't. But that's the excitement that you feel. And of course, you now have to live up to that. Not that you were not doing it before, but because it's now in the open as well. It's like, let me help. Let me keep doing what I like. So you're giving us again that venue, that linking to others and then to the communities to make that possible. So yes, I thank you. If that's what it meant, then you're doing a great job. I'm sorry. I have
Don't be sorry.
No, see, I know. I'm like, okay, what can I do? But Alex calls you and you're like, okay, let's see. And then she gives you the meaning to, and you're like, okay, I'm in. But I love it. I love it because again, I'm a person that needs to connect, and there has to be a meaning to the why and a meaning to the madness, as we would say. So I like it because of that. I know that we're helping others. I know that we're pushing over others, to do better. Awesome. And we're not keeping anything to ourselves. So that's what I love about it. So yes, I was honestly honored and totally scared. But then I was like, okay, here we go. Yeah. Alex, here I am.
And that was a really nice event because that was the last event before COVID.
See,
and we celebrated really nice. I don't know. I guess the universe knew like you need to have a really good time at this event. So that was a really nice experience. So if you are connecting, please share this segment with a friend. Say hello. We'd love to hear from you. So Jennifer, so what was your take? Because the vision board was your first Flutterflies event, correct? So
correct.
How did you feel? What was your take on the event?
How I felt?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, like I went there. That was the second time I seen Anna in person, and then I met Carmen. I felt very happy. These are, I am like, okay, they real, because sometimes you go on YouTube and you find a workshop about vision board, and then I met you, Alessandra, and I am like, oh my God, this is real. These are my people from my neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
No, I felt very happy, and awesome to see Carmen, for example. She's a business owner. How she overcame her situation.
Yes.
And then this other lady for Colombia, I forgot her name.
Sí.
Maura. Yeah, he encouraged me to do my vision board and do better in life.
Beautiful. So what can we expect from Jennifer in 2022?
A basketball game.
Well, listen, Anna, I have to tell you, I don't want to tell
No,
over
no,
here. Listen, but I have to call you on that because I have an idea. Because I want to open my YouTube channel, Anna. So
Vamos,
encourage me.
madrina. Madrina, let's go. Madrina. all
You
the way.
encourage me to do something, so I have to tell you what I'm going to do.
Absolutely. I'm on. So why not? Look, Ana Sofia are on to Alexandra. Alexandra, that's it.
You guys are everybody's coming with me, and you're gonna be part of the wedding too.
Madrina all the way.
Okay. Okay. So, as Anna explained, when you call her for the, okay, Anna, you're gonna be a honoree on this luncheon. I feel the same way as Anna. Long Island have given me so much. I got all these honorees from Nassau County, from Suffolk, from here and there, and I feel like I have to prepare more myself because the community believe in me. So I have to take more classes about public speaking. I want to go back to school. I want to improve my English, how to speak English better, and I feel like I need to give back to the community I feel that I need to give back to Long Island because that's the Long Island is the community who's making Jennifer Martinez.
Wow. Okay, I like that.
I love that.
And I know we're
Yeah, I want to go back to school to finish my bachelor's, the 2 years I'm missing.
Jennifer, I love it because while we were at the event, one of the things that you said, and we were like, oh, yeah, no, was like, no, I want to do this. But people are telling me because my age, and we kind of both looked at you like, what age?
Yeah. People said to me, all these people who are on Univision or Telemundo, they started young. El tren se te fue. But listen, I love the process. Just the fact that I'm in Noticia and I met Alessandra and I met you, Anna, it made me happy. It made me, like, I met all these people. I always hear about Adelante, and all this organization. I heard about Butterfly. I see all the events on Facebook, and now, oh my God, I am part of Butterfly. Like, oh my God, I'm so excited.
Jennifer Martinez, your train is back. Here comes your conductors. That's all I have to say.
Here. I love the process. I love the process.
Absolutely. So don't, absolutely not. Here we are. We're here for that. So.
Yeah, and I know Jennifer is going to do amazing things. Let me tell you, this is just the beginning. This is just the tip. Let me tell you, we know.
Thank you, Alexandra. I'm very faithful. I'm very happy. And I don't care what I'm going through in life, economy situation, whatever. Getting divorced, I'm gonna make it through. Even though I don't reach my goal on Univision or maybe on Telemundo, I want to be an example to those ladies out there in my community.
Listen, even for the commercials, we'll make it to Univision one way or another.
One way or another.
Oh my God.
Maybe they may have to take us being in front of the building. Y hacer un show, tú bailando algo, and we'll get on somehow.
Something.
Oh my God, I'm very happy. Yeah. And let me tell you something, girls. Like the universe, when you okay, I got to put my thoughts together because I always think in Spanish. Okay. When you know where you're going, the universe will push you in that spot. Absolutely. Because like I said before, Alexandra, on my media pages, Instagram and Facebook, I put their initial writer. I only write for Noticia. I never been a co-author or maybe write a book. I never did that, but I just put initial writer. And look at me, and I am manifesting though. I'm gonna be part of a book.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
And sometimes, let me tell you something. Sometimes people, friends, because I have friends like Anna and you, Alessandra, who tell me, okay, do it, and do this, and give me an idea. But I also have friends that they might see me like you are a little naive. Like, oh my God, like some people get annoying when they see people all think about positive. Oh, life is not like that about positive all the time. Hey, girl, I know life is not positive all the time, but I decide to be positive and talk about affirmation. I like to wake up, and even when I wake up, my hair is like this, like, and then I go to the middle and I say, "Oh my God, Jennifer, tú eres una negrita linda. How beautiful you
There you
wake
go.
up
There you
today."
go.
And
I
listen,
love it.
I used to suffer a lot when I was young. They used to call me Oliva, the wife from
Ay,
Popeyes.
Popeye.
Yeah, and then Giraffe, because I was so skinny and then so tall. I was always the tallest one in my class. But
You're
right
okay.
now, I am like, I
You,
am beautiful.
you
You
are.
are beautiful, no matter what they say.
I
What
love
can
it.
turn you down?
You see? There
I
you
love
go.
it, Jennifer. I love it. And let me tell you, if you have people around you that can't support on what you want to achieve, then it might be time to change who's around you, right? Because listen, we all know that life is not perfect.
Mm-hmm.
The sun is not always shining. We know that, right? Um, but it's better to have a positive mindset, to have a smile than a frown, right? Because I think you get more when you throw out positive things. Maybe I might be hurting, and maybe, today's not a great day for me. But if I push myself and I smile, I'm gonna start feeling better tomorrow or within
Correct.
the hour
Mhm.
at the end of the week, right? But if
Absolutely.
I'm gonna be like miserable because el marido me
That's it.
dejó, or I
Mhm.
didn't get the promotion, or the person is judging me, we have a lot that in our community, a lot of judgment. People, and there's a lot of stuff going on in the community, and
Mhm.
people are quick to judge. We
I
need
agree.
to, and I know I'm getting off topic a little bit, but there's
I
some things happening, and we need to really get all the details. If you don't have 100% of the information, which you will never have, because there's one story, this story, and then the truth, right?
Mhm.
If you don't have complete information, it's better to, you know what, you want to listen to it, and just let's not give our opinions, because sometimes we
Yeah.
can ruin someone's reputation. We can ruin someone's life when we start judging. But you
Correct.
know what, going back to the topic, it's better to, to push yourself, that smile, right? Get that
Mhm.
smile one way, because you're
Yeah.
gonna achieve a lot
Mhm.
more than to being upset. I want to see,
Mhm. Correct.
stuff.
I agree. I totally agree, Alex. And I know that that night I told Jennifer, and I still have to have, because I wrote a quote down that, and I saw it and I loved it. And it actually, the quote is basically telling you that nobody that is doing better than you, is going to judge you. It's actually going to be somebody around you that may not want to see you succeed. And I laugh because my daughter made a comment here. It says, not everyone likes to watch people succeed when they are not succeeding themselves. Surround yourself by people who make you want more, who lift you up higher, and who are supporting you always. So, what better way to say it than that? Those who are
That's
not,
that's
you know,
that's the reason
doesn't
why
matter.
I'm very happy to meet Alexandra and to be next to you, Anna.
Thank you. Yeah, it
Igualmente,
was
you
yep,
are
Thank you.
definitely a bowl of
galante.
sunshine, definitely.
That's right. We're gonna go play basketball. We got stuff to plan, and we got a whole lot to do. Así que vamos.
What we have to
Thank you,
plan is a
Anna.
ladies' night. Eat
Ah,
some
bueno.
dinner, maybe some dancing, listen to some music. We have to do that.
Not a bad idea.
So, ladies, we're gonna wrap it up in about 2 minutes. Um, any final thoughts for our viewers? Let me go to Anna. Any final thoughts?
Love yourself. Don't give
Like
up.
that.
Love yourself. Don't give up. Things in life come hard, but sometimes when we work a little more, they feel better. So when you give up on yourself, you're giving up on you. Nobody else is gonna come and say, "Ay, qué pasó?" No, 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 no. When you have people that are supporting you and you're surrounded by them, believe me, take those angels. Those are angels that are coming your way. But do love yourself. And if you fail because you see it as a failure, take the positive of it and keep it moving. Let me get up again. La sonrisa de la negrita bella in the mirror and move it forward and pa'lante. Because if we give up on ourselves, we're never going to really take the next step as we are now.
Absolutely.
And that's the way I look at it, because we all make mistakes, if that's what you want to call it, or we all fall at a point. And now that we're back up, let's keep it moving forward.
Beautiful, beautiful, Anna. Thank you. So, Jennifer, final words for our. Ay, se me fue. Okay, so hopefully she'll come back in. So what I want to share is Mondays, we typically don't do a segment. However, this upcoming Monday, which is the last day of the month, we're going to have a special guest, a special program. Ahí viene Jennifer de nuevo. Let me give her a second to connect fully. We're going to have a special guest desde Colombia. It's going to be in Spanish. Y va a ser el doctor Sergio Molina. He's going to be joining us. I want to thank Ingrid for the connection. And he's going to be talking about el amor propio. So Jennifer is connected. I'm going to bring her back in. El amor propio, that's going to be this Monday at 8 p.m. It's going to be a special segment. I'm going to ask everyone, please join in, because he has a book and he's known in Colombia como el doctor del amor, because that's his specialty. So Monday, please. But mira, Jennifer, van a hablar del amor propio y después van otros programas sobre el amor. So when we go to that, yo también me voy a incluir in that basketball game, because también.
I'm telling you, Jennifer, we will look for something.
So Jennifer, final words for our viewers.
No, I just want to tell ladies out there to pursue their dreams. Not everybody want to be on TV. Not everybody wants to be a YouTuber. Maybe you want to be a chef. Maybe you want to have a flower shop. But I want to tell you to pursue your dreams. And when negative tough, I grew up asking myself, rejecting myself. I abandoned myself, asking myself, why are you so tall? Oh my God, when you go to buy shoes, you never can find a low heel shoes. Now I wear heels. Now I accept myself. I am beautiful. When negative thoughts come to your mind, you have to change it for positive.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And try to empower other women.
Absolutely. I love that. So we also have Yesenia connected, and she is definitely part of the book. She is one of the co-author, and perfect timing. Laser Spa Night. This is something that Yesenia and I have been talking about. So this may be Jesse, we have to put a date to it. I'm going to say in April, because March, Dios mío, March is full of events.
Yeah.
March,
In April.
We have the meet and greet March 10th. We have our event March 27th. My dad is celebrating his 74th birthday in the middle of March. Hay mucho evento.
Sí.
Jesse, let's schedule a date for April.
Absolutely.
Laser night. I mean, hello, can't wait to have you all.
Absolutely. Let's plan. Yep.
Let's
It's called Self-Care Spa Night.
There you go. So, ladies, I want to thank you. This was a lot of fun. We went over, but it's okay because I had a great time. I know you guys had a great time. I want to thank everyone that connected. If you connected late, check out the replay and please share these segments. We are definitely, we do these segments. One, I think, like Anna said, with the book, it serves a little bit like therapy. We get to vent a little bit. But I think overall, the purpose is definitely for us to definitely connect, whether it's virtually or not. Let's connect. We always welcome feedback. I think we can say anything as long as it's respect. We don't always have to agree, but it's definitely open the dialogue. I hope it empowers you and motivates you. I hope we make you smile and laugh as well. But I'm definitely grateful that everyone took out the time, to join us. And because I know, it's busy, right? It's busy season. We have, especially our tax preparers and everything else going on in life. The beginning of the year, it starts off slow. And those are like February and March Madness is crazy, right? And then it starts slowing down. But thank you, everyone, for connecting. Ladies, thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you guys on Saturday. And, keep on smiling, keep on dancing.
Absolutely.
All right, ladies, thank you so much. Take care.
Thank
night.
you. Bye.
Jennifer, madrina, basketball.
Thank you. Bye.